righty, chat. Thanks for sticking around. Do appreciate y'all being here on this fine cold. I just had a great idea, by the way. On this Thursday, do appreciate you, chat. What's poppin'? I need some kind of thermometer for the snow cam. I sat down and I was like, you know what? That would be kind of cool. Have a thermometer out there in the yard. That'd be kind of sick, wouldn't it? You guys, we just like, oh, what's the temperature outside? I gotta get me a thermometer. Something I could put out there with like big numbers on it, you know? There's a degree setting. Oh, for the Blakers, that could be. Appreciate the welcome back. But yeah, we should be ready to fast time now, chat, I think. The lime doesn't matter here. It'll take the alfalfa could be fully grown, ready to harvest, and the lime, it doesn't matter. Just for the record. All right, this dude has fed the cows, so should we check the sale barn, chat? Oh, look, our sprayers. Wow. Never hurts to check the sale barn, right? I mean, just saying. Oh, all that stuff just sold, by the way. Yeah. Nice. Speaking of selling, let's check. Okay, so these things do work for selling stuff, by the way. But they do not work for, like, distributing. They cost you way too much money. Just for the record. These are the Stevie things. All right, there we go. See, we just made more money because we put that on selling, sold all that manure that was here. There's still a lot more manure to haul, but at least we got some of it out of there. Speaking of things to haul, we got peas to haul still. And I should probably put the potato guy back on auto drive as well. Maybe not him, though, actually. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Does that actually need potatoes? No. Holds 960. I didn't realize it held so much. It's got onions sitting there, too. So all that stuff's making, selling every hour. I know it's not the most efficient way to make money, but obviously, chat, we're going to go fast time in cab, and every hour our money goes up. We're just pro level of farm sim players, right? Never understood how the underground slurry mud works. So it's a storage slash sell point slash thing to distribute. However, if you put it on distributing, it costs you so much money. So don't do that. It's like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's a little broken. I think is what it actually is. So do be careful with that. But right now I'm just using it for a sell point basically. And it works well for that. So we'll just use it as a sell point. That's totally fine. Chat, I have a thing where I'm always like fidgeting with something on my desk, you know? This is not a good thing to fidget with. I don't know. I'm not going to show you what this actually is. You can kind of probably figure out what it is. It's not something to fidget with. It's sharp. It's very sharp. I'm not going to fidget with that. We're going to have an issue if I fidget with that too much, you know? Just saying. An accidental little whoopsie. All right. Sprayer. Why is this so patchy looking? All right. Well, I definitely have lots of weeds here. I think the texture lag is, we're still dealing with it here. In fact, I guarantee that's what's going on there. All right. Sprayer. If you were a sprayer, where would you be? Sprayer. I need a sprayer. I left one in the shed? How dare I? I thought I had them all out, to be honest. I really, really thought I had them all out. Okay. This is herbicide, so it can go up there too. Okay. And I think the other ones are fertilizer, if I recall correctly. Sprayer, 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 sprayer. Here, sprayer, sprayer, sprayer. We only have 4, so shouldn't really be that hard to find, you know? Sprayer, 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 sprayer. Alright, let's get this guy going in the other big field. That's pretty much... Oh, yeah, you know, the big field or the other big field or the other big field. The other big field. No, the northwest big field. Not the north central big field. They're all big fields these days. That's okay. It's all good. Right. Never enough. Oh, we should have more pigs to sell too, I think. Maybe not. I think we might. We'll see. Alright, sprayer. 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 So here's the problem is I got sprayers in these fields already. Do we dare put this in the field with the with the lime spreader? I think so. Yeah, I think so. And I don't need to course play any of these, by the way. It's kind of nice. I mean, I could. I actually could course play one and then put another one right behind it, spraying the opposite, you know, one herbicide, one fertilizer, boom, boom, right away. That is an option. If we course play it. That's an option until it has to, like, do one of those little smidge passes, and then it would not be an option anymore. But that's okay. It's all good. Alright, we are still picking up alfalfa, by the way. We've been doing that for more than 3.5 hours. It started before stream. And as you can see, we still have alfalfa to go. But that's okay. We are doing great. Me, myself, and I. I have another sprayer, another sprayer. All right, we're gonna take this one down south for now, because I just got too many sprayers in the kitchen here, too many cooks in the kitchen, you know. So if we can stop lagging and navigate to the south, what's poppin' though? Welcome in. What's going on? We've officially acquired all of our water buffalo that we're going to have, at least for now, probably forever. We're not going to get any more. I don't know where I would put another cow barn. I mean, I'm sure I could find a place. The amount of TMR it's going to take to feed the cows that we have now, or water buffalo, is going to be absolutely outrageous. So, not really looking forward to it, but that's okay because the whole thing can be automated after all. So, not that big of a deal. All right. Not that big of a deal, I guess. Or for the most part, it's going to be automated. Somebody has to set up the automation. I don't have an automated way. Ear cup is driving me crazy today, chat. Don't have an automated way to set up the automation, you know? Maybe I need some conveyor belts or something, you know? So the alfalfa is being used for kind of to replace hay. So because Stevie's nice like he is, the TMR maker that I have, which is the one that comes with the map, you can use grass or alfalfa instead of hay. for the particular recipe that I'm using. So instead of having to take all of the grass, or, you know, instead of having to make hay, which requires 2 extra steps, obviously, or like a drying bin or silo, or the same thing with alfalfa. You can make alfalfa hay or dry alfalfa. But with the recipe that I'm using to make the TMR, I can just use it straight out of the field. So I did put up the fence, but not like I wanted to, so we ended up with 2 different buffalo barns. Total capacity on everything is 13,296. We have all of the buffalo. The buffalo up north, about, well, 7,291. That's how many buffalo are up north. They're currently not being fed. They have meadow. So they are actually doing a little bit for us, but we're not able to feed them quite yet. Well, I probably could, but I'm kind of choosing not to feed them right now. Just for the record, I will feed them later. Mostly because, like, I need the stuff that's planted right now to feed them. So there's that. All right, so obviously this side got done first because this is the side that was working the whole time, the left. If you guys recall to earlier, the right guy was over in the rhubarb somewhere, remember that? So that's why he didn't get done. So we're just going to jump this guy here and tell him just to start from here and help out. And then actually, this is the other guy that's doing the right side. The heck are you trying to go, buddy? You're not even on your... What is this guy doing? He's not on his thing at all. He's totally running down the left route, but he's set to the right. Maybe that's why this other one's so far behind. This guy was supposed to be working on there and he wasn't. I think next time I seriously might consider 4 swathers and 4 loading wagons, and then just do it that way. And it's still going to take like 2.5 hours or 2 hours. This is, what are we at? About 4 hours of picking up alfalfa so far. And not the whole time, but I have had 4 out here working. So, yeah. The problem is they get full, obviously. Well, that other loading wagon's going to help too, the one that Jeff posted. I don't know if it goes any faster. That it doesn't say. I can get it up to a 5 million liter capacity, which I probably won't do. That's a lot. I could see, like, maybe go to 500,000, which is double what this wagon is. Double and then some. That I could see doing, so that wouldn't be a huge deal to me, honestly. All right, we got sprayers running. We are fertilizing. We are herbiciding. We are liming right now. We are picking up alfalfa. We got all the things running. We got all the things running. We actually should have some. We're at 95,000 on the buffalo mozzarella so far out of our 5 million. So we're 1% there. There's actually a lot of milk right now. There's 180,000 and 183,000 in the barns right now. Okay, we do have the 500 pigs to go sell. So we might want to go do that. And then we also have, so the buffalo that we bought I bought these the other day. Okay, so they have 1.3 million liters of meadow. 1.3 million liters of meadow now. They've made a 16,000 milk. And then this is the big, oh my God. They have 2 million liters of meadow. This is the big barn here. This is the 8,000 one. 8,295 water buffalo. Darla. Yes. Stevie Sawmill is yes. Yes. Can't remember the dog's name. Oh God. I vaguely remember watching Little Rascals. It was mostly the movie. I think is all I really ever watched. Use crazy alfalfa. Never forget that, of course. But yeah, Stevie Sawmill is stupid fast. Stupid fast, but like in a good way, you know. Pete. Was Pete the dog? Surely it wasn't Pete, right? Man, I don't even know. Petey? Oh, it was Petey, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Petey. I think, wasn't Petey the name of the bird in Dumb and Dumber? Wasn't it Petey as well? I'm just thinking, pretty bird. Pretty bird. It's so messed up, but it's funny, okay? Oh, man. You know, when he sold the bird, you know? Yeah. It's so... It was not partying anymore, Tom Kit. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie, but... That bird was not partying anymore. I think its name was Petey also. I really do. Oh, gosh. It's so bad. Hey, this guy's still liming over here too, chat. Oh, he's actually almost done. Working on those outside rounds. This is a future potential, probably pretty likely cornfield, by the way. 73. Most likely that'll get corn eventually. Actually, let's look at the playground. I'm trying to come up with something we can do, chat, while we're waiting for sprayers to get done. Oh. Chad, I think we're going to Amazon. We're going to Amazon. I got rid of the stuff. Let's go to Amazon, chat. Let's go do a little shopping. You know it's bad when you're going to Amazon with a flatbed trailer. It's not good, chat. It's not good at all. That's alright. There's the fog. The dreaded fog again. Non-stop. That's alright, though. It happens. We're going to Amazon. It would have been awesome if they, like, actually partnered with Amazon. So that they could actually call it Amazon and not the warehouse. Because let's be honest, it's basically Amazon. I mean, it was called Amazon on Judith Plains. Which, I mean, the name fits, so... Just say it. Oh, that's so nice and not bright at all. No. That was actually... Hold up. Okay, it's not perfect. It's a little crooked, but like, that ain't bad. How much do we actually need, chat? We need... So we have the rope. Actually, there's enough rope here already. We just need the fabric. 12,000. To make the sails. The sails. I forgot about that. I don't have sheep anymore, so... we can only buy 10 at a... Come on, now. Ooh, that was kind of spendy. Oh, I forgot to turn the auto load on. The rest of it's under my trailer. All right, that's one way to get it to the... All right now. I forgot to turn the auto load on before I got out. Oh well. It happens. Bobby, quit hitting that button. All right, let's go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. We'll take our, what are those called? Skeins of fabric? Is that what that's called? What are those actually called? I forget now. Harry, what's going on? I don't know where I came up with that, but I don't know what they're called. Like the actual, like that thing where it's on like cardboard. You can go into Walmart, get you fabric by the yard. Bolt. Why did I come up with skein? I don't know. I don't know what that is then. Oh man. Used to go fabric shopping a lot with my mother back in the day. Yarn. Oh, okay. Oh, you're good. I got the gist of it. You're good. Yeah, I used to spend a lot of time at the fabric counter with mom. Back in the day, mom liked to buy fabric. She didn't. I mean, she made stuff, but like she liked to buy fabric more than she made stuff. To be honest, any of her craft stuff actually. Yeah, she liked to. We just made money on that. Okay. Okay, the rope. There's plenty of rope here, and there's plenty of planks here, so that's ready to go. Actually, chat, that's step 8. It's on 18 of 19 right now. We're almost done. Hip, hip, hooray. That's good. That is very, very good. You know, of all things, the fabric counter, the one thing that stuck in my head, still to this day, and I always thought it was so cool, was that they had that little track, or a groove, if you will, in like the table where they could run their scissor right down that groove. And I don't know why. I always thought, I was like, man, that's so smart. I don't know who came up with that, but they're a genius. That has stuck with me for, 30 plus years now. Don't know why. It's kind of crazy. Like, that's brilliant. But that's okay. I don't even know. Does Walmart still sell fabric? I don't even know. They used to have a ton of fabric. Walmart used to be loaded with fabric. Those scissors always seem to be crazy sharp. Well, they only used them for fabric. Those were fabric scissors. They didn't cut like paper with them or nothing. No. But they were always stupid sharp, yeah. Yep. In fact, I bet you if I look around, no, I know exactly where they are. There's a sewing basket in that one room still of Mom's. She's got some in there, and they are stupid sharp, yeah. Absolutely stupid sharp. Hey, buddy, still Lyman out here, chat. Imagine that. Hey, we're still fertilizing out here. Imagine that. We're still picking up alfalfa, too. Imagine that. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Every once in a while, if I get a wild hair, I will, I can't buy pants that are short enough to get the waist size I need. I can only ever get like 30 pants, and I know before anybody even says anything, I know I have short legs, okay? 30s are way too long for me. Okay? And, most of the time I just roll them up and it's whatever, I don't care. But, if I feel like being fancy, I'll actually, like chop them off and roll my own, like, you know, just do the whole sewing thing. I know how to run a sewing machine. I ain't afraid to. Mama taught me back in the day. I did have to look at I had to look up on YouTube how to change the bobbin though. I did have to look up that a while back. A couple years ago, I guess was the last time I did that to a pair of jeans. I've just rolled them up since. I don't care. It's actually really not good to be wearing rolled up jeans at the farm because they fill with all kinds of stuff. Mowing grass, you come home and you got like, you know, 5 pounds of grass in your jeans. You don't realize it because they're rolled up. It's kind of a problem, actually. Should we have a sewing stream, chat? I'll bring the sewing machine out here. Plop it down right here on the desk and hem up a pair of pants. Oh, man. That would be a stream, right? That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. You understand my saying on my pain? Understand my pain on the opposite side. Oh, so you're just ready for some high water? Okay. You want to get your pants wet? Can't find pants long enough. I got you. Yeah. Yeah, I get 30. They're 30 length in Carhartt, and they are. I don't know. I should actually measure them. They are way long. Way long. So, and actually the like the pair I was wearing yesterday, I rolled them up. They're rolled up to like a certain spot, and I was still walking on them. It's like, dang it. I should just get the sewing machine out and chop them, to be honest. Yep. It's just too much. Although first time when I wear like the same Carhartt style of jean, and he claims they discontinued it. I haven't had to buy jeans in a while, so I haven't looked. So I might be on the hunt for some new jeans here before, well, after a while. Not sure.
Lizard.
Hey, chat, it's Trent. I should say Super Trucker Trent. Let's go say hi to him. Trent, thanks to bits. Hello? Wait. My tube speak's broken. Hang on, what's wrong?
Sound muted.
What is wrong with it? What is it? Oh, it's set as away.
Sound resumed. Microphone out.
Hey, there we go. Hello?
Oh, hello.
That took me way too long to figure out TeamSpeak. Welcome to Loves. How was your trucking experience today?
It wasn't terrible. It's just play some of that slow.
You had to stop at Loves, huh? It's so slow.
But I needed something to drink.
Were you blocking the fuel island?
Nope.
Are you sure? I think that's what it looked like, didn't it, in the video?
I usually pull ahead if I'm able to.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Usually, if you don't get fuel, you just kind of just fall in front of it. That way, somebody can.
Well, because there's probably not a lot of like semi-truck parking there, right? Well, I mean, there is, but it's like overnight, guys. Like, if you just need to run in and grab a soda, you're blocking the fuel island.
You just pull past the fuel pump.
That's what I'm saying, but you like block the guy in behind you, but you're going to be in and out, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You block the fuel island, nice. Yep. Back 'em to loves. I was really disappointed the last time I was in there. They didn't say it to me.
Oh, it's the truck side. They don't say that, but the car pickup truck side.
I was on the car side.
That's what they do here.
I think they were pretty busy when I was in there, so. I also like went in the door and immediately took a right and like faced away from the counter because I wanted to go to like the soda cooler. So I just like first aisle to the right. And then of course it's all beer. And I was like, that's not what I want. I want soda. Which beer at a truck stop's kind of weird to me. But you know, I guess if you're like spend the night there, I guess you could enjoy some, but like, you know, although in general, like alcohol that's cold, I've always thought was kind of like weird. Like, you mean to tell me you're going to sell me a beer that's perfectly cold that's ready to crack right now? That's not a good idea. I don't know. Just saying. That's my thoughts. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. But hey, what do I know, chat? What do I know? I know that I'm ready to play trains tomorrow with mods. Ready for that? It's going to be fun. You trucking tomorrow too?
I just have to do like a hopper and a jag.
So you should be here by 3.
I'll be here by like noon.
There you go. I think Mickey might try to get the mods working at some point. Might be getting another train operator. Which at times it would be nice to have another person. Especially once we get Alarka going. Alarka's there's a little bit to do up there, so
Kind of can't wait for tomorrow because I kind of want to do what I was been thinking about doing, but I can't do it.
What?
Well, I'll move my extra locust cars instead of way in the back right, or I'll probably forget about them and they'll probably just despawn after 3 days.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm gonna put them not mainline, but the one track north of that,
like front and center, kind of.
Yeah, and then
gotcha.
I was even thinking now since we have an actual interchange.
Yeah, we do.
I might change that block setting back.
Oh boy.
Well, just because I now have room to actually sort. Because before it was kind of a pain.
Yeah, you didn't have anywhere to sort. Yeah.
Either just smash everything together and send it
And
down
actually,
to Disbro and do it down on Disbro, or
if we work together, if you had 2 people work together, one person drove the train and like cut cars loose at like a certain interval, and the next person just does all the switching and controlling of the cars, you could totally do that. Like run it like on yard almost. Just saying. Quackbuzz, I am fertilizing. My fertilizer's not going down, but look at the money. With as big as these fields are, I kind of just decided to change everything to buying. So I buy seed, fertilizer, lime, herbicide, everything. I buy it all. It just takes too long, especially for like liming, especially like a new field. I mean, we're talking hours and hours and hours, and that's just getting the lime to the field, not actually liming. That's just driving to and from. And you know, I'm not terribly far from being done on this map, so I just decided to expedite the process a little bit and yeah, not have to spend so many hours off stream just, you know, watching a lime spreader drive to go get more lime. So I know it's cheaty, but with the money that we have, I'm okay with it. So yeah, but whenever I start a new map, it won't be set this way. So yeah, just for on here. Yeah, it's just too much. So there's that. Oh, I haven't told the story, Trent, by the way.
What story?
The story about us taking a train into Silva the other night. We'll tell it tomorrow when people can see the visuals. Where we were like laughing our tails off the other night.
Oh,
that was great. I see your DM, by the way. Did you go there today?
I went there yesterday.
Okay.
Because I went there Tuesday at
yeah, I know you said
3 o'clock. Whenever I shortly before I came to TeamSpeak, and they were gone.
Yeah.
Come to find out, which is going to be a great perk of that. Whenever it's kind of slow.
Yeah, everybody dips out.
You can leave at like 12 or 1 o'clock.
Nice.
And they left around like 2 on Tuesday.
If there's cars in the interchange but they're derailed, do they go away? I don't know, Harry. You can always just run over to them and re-rail them real quick.
Yeah, it's probably what you're gonna have to do.
Did Harry have a safety violation?
It sounds like he had a couple.
Asking for a friend. That safety rating is not easy to keep at 100, just for the record. I mean, maybe if you only ever did like AI road or waypoint driving and like never kicked a car. But if you're trying to play with like speed, which speed is not good. But if you're trying to play with any kind of speed, it's not easy to keep it at 100. Not at all. But that's okay. It's a fun challenge. Or something like that. Something along those lines. It's actually kind of terrible to keep it 100, but that's alright. Because even Kimmy that talked about like, oh, she never crashes, I don't know that her safety rating's 100 right now. I know it wasn't at 100 a while back. I don't know about right now. She'll probably blame it on Polar Bear, though. Let's be honest. All right. So, chat, we just started this guy here. I believe the other guy's out here. Oh, he's stuck. Oh, he's stuck right here. I was like, there should be another sprayer out here. I found him. Come on, get out of the trees. Jeepers. Yeah, that is something. I mean, I get why it does it, Harry, but it's annoying at the same time. When you go to put something on waypoint, it just instantly slaps on the brakes. I get it, but it kind of sucks at the same time. So I got you. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. All right, so this dude's spraying weeds, and then that dude's over there. I think that's all the herbicide that I have. Yeah. So I'm gonna go change this guy out right away for fertilizer, and then we'll get him going over in the west field. And then that should be all the fields. Shouldn't have to worry about anything else after that. Just have to wait for it to get done. Still waiting to get our total of alfalfa too. Trent, I mowed and picked up 87. Still in the process of picking that up. It's kind of a lot. It's only been picking up for about 4.5 hours now. So, almost done. Almost done. Ready for this weekend, Trent? It's going to be nice and warm.
Can't get any colder than it was today.
Was it cold today for you?
6 o'clock this morning was 17 degrees.
Oh. When did this happen? I don't know if this is recent or if this is in the past, but you know, that Brian guy from Roman Atwood's videos, Build It Brian, you know who I'm talking about?
Hey,
he put on Instagram a snowmobile on fire. I don't know if that was recent or if it was old, but all right.
All right.
Good old Build It Brian. It's 33 out right now. We got a 40% chance of snow tonight. There's actually gonna
33 for you.
Yeah, you're gonna get some snow tonight, I think, aren't you?
Like maybe an inch.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say north and
Like
east of St.
maybe.
Louis is supposed to get a dusting to an inch. Yeah, low of 9 on Saturday with like 30-mile-an-hour winds. I can't wait. I gotta find my long sleeve shirt.
Be any windier than it was yesterday.
Yesterday was bad.
26 mile an hour actual with gusts up to 40.
Yeah, it was
40 to
brutal at the
50.
farm with the wind. When we went to leave, man, the winds were like 30, and it was like in the upper 20s.
I mean, yesterday when I went to get the semi at like 5:30,
Yeah.
it was 39 degrees.
Wow.
By the time I parked the truck, 20 degrees cooler.
Be 44
degrees.
lizards might fall out of the trees.
Yes. Yeah,
Harry-
by the end of,
I think Harry just unlocked a new irrational fear for me. Lizards falling out of trees.
don't live down south.
We got a few lizards around here. There's not a lot. There's a few. I saw one once on a biking trail. I was riding my bike on. Yeah, there's not a lot though. That sounds terrible though. Absolutely terrible. The nice part though, when we walked in our shed yesterday, I was the first one to go in our shed because, well, I didn't have a coat on. I was like, I'm going in the shed. I was going to go in there and light some propane heaters. And I walk in and I'm like, it's kind of warm in here. Dad was down on Tuesday, went to the farm. He left on our electric shop heater, for lack of a better term, like one of those that hangs from the ceiling. It runs on a 40 amp breaker and it was set to high. And it must have ran for over 24 hours straight. It was 55 degrees in the shed yesterday when we got there. It was great. The Iguana Fall. Harry, that sounds awful. Just for the record. Yeah, that sounds terrible. Absolutely. New fear unlocked. Oh boy. So that electric bill should be quite fun, by the way. A 40 amp breaker running for like 24 hours nonstop on high. So check the outlet and plug. It's hardwired. There's no outlet, no plug. It's wired straight into to a breaker. Well, I guess the only good thing was like it was cold everywhere besides like in the little room that it's in. I mean, it was only 55 degrees in there, so that heater's not big enough to like actually heat that space. Um, it's nice on like a 50-degree day. If you're like, it's a little chilly in here, you turn that heater on and that'll do it. Otherwise, you got to have way more heat on. No insulation. It's like plastic drop cloth walls in our shop down there, so kind of a temporary permanent room. So yeah, but that's okay. It's all good. But yeah, it didn't like have any odor to it or anything. Like it didn't smell like anything that shouldn't be hot was hot, you know? So I guess it's fine. I don't know. I don't know if he went back down there today. Hopefully he remembers to turn it off. I need to get a checklist and put it by the door. Dad's gone on this, like, I don't even know what you call it. He's in this, like, mode here lately where he's all about adding lighting. So, like, where we keep our miter saw, he, like, built some arms that come off the wall, and, like, he put a light there. Did he put a switch on the light? No, you gotta plug it in. Like, okay, that's great. Why don't you plug it in to where all the other lights are plugged in, so when you turn the lights on, it turns on. No, you gotta have it's separate. So the other day we go to leave, and
oh yeah, I forgot to unplug the light.
Well, good rule of thumb, you know.
Flip the light switch.
Well, I don't mind all the lights, Cowgirl. I just mind how he's been putting them all up. That's what I don't like. The lights are great.
Tied into a switch.
Well, so one of these days I'm going to lose my mind and I'm going to rewire our shed, at least as far as the lighting's concerned, because you've got switches everywhere. Because we like added this and then we added these lights and then we added those lights. And it's just like, oh my God, it's too many switches. You know, for us to like walk out of our shed, I'll actually have to count them up. Hang on, let me fix this situation real quick, and I'll count them up.
There are old sheds. Granted, it has one spot, but one spot with multiple switches.
Yeah. So when you walk in our shed,
Might be sketchy, but
there's one switch immediately inside the door when you walk in, right? And that does the two lights right inside the door, of the shed, right? And then you walk forward a couple feet and like up high on the left, there's two switches, and one does like kind of what we call like the front of the shed where like the 995 is, kind of that big area. And then the other one does like the other side of the shed, kind of what we call the back of the shed. That does those lights. And then you walk forward a few more feet. Okay. And that's where our door is that goes in our shop. And there's a light switch there that does the shop lights, which is great. So you walk in, you're already at 4 switches. And then when you go out of the shop and you go kind of to the front part of the shed, underneath the loft on the other side, there's 2 switches there. One does lights, one does the air compressor, which is fine. And then if you want to use the wire wheel, there's a switch for that light. Oh, actually, hold on that post back by the door for the shop. There's 2 switches on that. Actually, there's 3 switches total. Actually, they do some old lights that like Grandpa had out in the shed forever ago, and we don't really use those anymore, but they're still there. So it's one of these days I'm just gonna like rewire everything and put it all on, like, because it's all LED now too for the most part. Like anything that we've added in the last, I don't know, 10 years is LED. So like in theory you could probably run all of it on one circuit if you really wanted to, or even if you put like a 220 switch in, a double pull, double throw, and then go from there. You know, you could do that too. But then there's lights above the wire wheel. Then there's lights above like our sander. Which he said something about ordered like a shop light that has motion sensor. So
Yeah, but
you
you're
can
gonna
just
plug that in.
so you can leave it plugged in, but it'll see motion and it'll turn on for you.
You're still gonna have to unplug it.
Probably, yeah. Well, what's gonna happen is on windy days the light's gonna move, and therefore it'll think there's motion, and so then it'll turn on when we're not there. It's, holy, there's too many light switches. Oh, and then there's 2 more light switches. I forgot about that. There's 2 more light switches in the shed. One does our dusk to dawn light outside, which that's for back when we used to have 4th of July parties, because we would want to turn that light off for the 4th of July party. Because, you know, you don't want to ruin your fireworks with light. And then one does a light on the other side of the shed. There's just so many lights. It's kind of crazy. There's so many switches, you know. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, and then there's a light. There's like some shop lights that have pull ropes too. So like if you're over at the parts washer and you want a light, that has a pull rope. So the other day when we went to leave, I always stand at the little door, kind of pull it shut, always stick my head through to make sure that all the lights are off. And I was like, oh, I see lights in the back of the shed. Let me go turn those off. So I go turn off one. I go back to the door. I pull it shut. I see more lights. I'm like, dang it. That was the one above the miter saw that you have to unplug. There's no switch on it. It's too many lights, Bob. Or it's not too many lights. It's just, it'd be nice if they were all like wired together. Just saying. It would be very nice. And one of these days, I'm probably going to install some kind of timer. Something that like a twisty timer or something you can push a button on and it stays on for a certain amount of time, then kills the circuit after that. For our battery chargers for our tools. Because, like, you know, you're not really supposed to leave those, like, on forever. At least I don't think it's a good idea. And he left one of those on Tuesday, too. Which, I don't even know why he charged it. I haven't been doing anything with tools lately, but... yeah. So just, I'm kind of... because I forget them, too. I forget them all the time. So just something that you can just, like, twist for 2 hours or whatever, you know, or push a button. I think they sell bathroom like exhaust fan timers where it just has like a couple buttons on it you can do for like 20 minutes, something like that. I think just wire that up. Something like that would be pretty sweet. That's okay. All right, we are done herbiciding, I think. We are done herbiciding. And then as far as fertilizer, that guy's almost done, so we'll probably use him over here too. Okay. So let's go park this guy. Park this dude with his herbicide. Rats. But yeah, like one central area, because usually when we're down there, like all the lights end up getting turned on anyway. It's not like we walk in the shed and we turn on just the shop lights. That never happens. You know, sometimes we do turn off just the shop lights. If we just built something with Christmas lights, then we'll turn off the shop lights so we can see it better. But otherwise, if we're there, all the lights are on. So, like, one central location would be very nice. Even if it's like what you were saying, Trent, with like multiple switches, that's fine too. That would be totally fine. Or maybe we'll just like, you know, put internet in the shed and then make everything smart. Put smart switches everywhere. That's an idea for you. Let's do that. Outfit our shed to be smarter than our house. I don't have any smart switches in the house. I do have some smart bulbs that are set on motion sensors and can turn on automatically. That's really nice for the record. It's in my kitchen. Some people in my house, cough, cough, my aunt, are incapable of turning a light switch off. And so in my kitchen, we have motion sensors in our kitchen and Philips Hue bulbs. And yeah, they turn themselves on when you walk in the room. And they're set for a certain light as well. So like if it's a sunny day and the sun's shining, you know, in through the windows, the lights won't turn on the kitchen. Because I got kind of fed up with walking in the house and it would be, you know, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, sun's shining in the kitchen, it's super bright, and she's got all the lights on, and I'm like, and she's not in the room, you know, she's of course down the hall or somewhere else watching TV. It's like, no, tired of this. Plus, who doesn't need RGB bulbs in their kitchen? I mean, come on. We could have a party in there if we wanted to. All right. All we're missing is the disco ball. You know, that's it. But other than that, we could have a party in our kitchen if we wanted to. All right, I'm gonna go to the long rows and start back and forth. Oh yeah. I should probably put those in my living room too, but problem is if you're just like sitting there watching TV, the lights are gonna turn off on you. It's probably not a good idea. The kitchen makes a lot of sense though. Low cost presence detectors. I don't remember what they cost, but I went with like the Philips sells little motion sensors. I've got 2 of them. You know what? I think I have another one. I need to put that up so that it senses motion when somebody comes out here and like turns one of my lights, you know, red or something. Someday, fire. Yeah, someday that'll happen. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
It's kind of like what I've been kind of thinking about doing.
RGB everywhere.
Oh,
smart bulbs.
Smart bulbs.
Yeah. Yeah. No, honestly, it's game changer having the like in my kitchen. It's so nice. I don't even think about it. And then after a certain time at night, I think it's 12:30. They only turn on to like 10% brightness. That way, you know, if you happen to get up to get a drink of water at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're not blinded by the light. It's pretty slick, actually. I really like it. But, yeah. You've been setting up Home Assistant. That's cool. That's pretty neat. Let's see. I'm going to look. Let's see. Device. Sensor. The cool thing is, too, so the last time somebody tripped at was at 410. Which I assume was my aunt. She's the only one home besides me right now, so. It better be her that tripped it, you know? Turn on red at night. That might freak the family out, but I could. I definitely could. Yeah, no, I definitely. Oh, so apparently after 11, it goes to like a darker. It doesn't turn on all the way. So, that's what I'm looking at here. I should set up in my hallway too. Although I don't think anybody turns that light on, like, hardly ever. The hallway. I think I have a couple extra bulbs somewhere. Pretty sure I have like 2 extra bulbs right now. Oh. But yeah, one of these days I want to set up a sensor so if somebody, like, while I'm streaming, if there's motion coming from the house, then like one of my lights, or maybe all three, there's 3 lights behind my monitors, like just shining up on the wall in front of me. Make those like change color. That would be kind of cool, actually. I should do that. So the Philips lights have their own like bridge, which I don't necessarily care for, but yeah, it's all right. And then I have some really like cheap smart bulbs that I bought forever ago. That's what's running in my living room, and I don't really care for them because they can't produce the right color of white. They're very yellow, but they're paid for, so they're just there. So yeah. They used to use before they locked in their customers. I gotcha. I getcha.
Now, like for me, with me using like Apple, I can use this bulb called Nano Leaf.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking about getting.
Yeah, I mean,
it kind of sucks about it. It's like it's only a 3-pack.
It's kind of one of those things where it's like you almost have to just make your decision and then stick with that brand. So like since I'm in the field, like I have Philips in this room and in my kitchen. Like if I was gonna do any other rooms, I'd probably just have to stick with Philips, right? Or like if I was gonna go with Wise.
You only have one app.
Well, that's the thing. Right now, I have 2 different lighting apps. I have Philips, and then I have like the whatever it is for my living room, some knockoff app. So it's like kind of annoying in a way, where it's like, dang it, I want everything to work together, and like, yeah.
And then like for me, like this Apple already having like an iHome app.
Yeah.
You already have the app.
Yeah, you want local control stuff that doesn't rely on the internet. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Madway's on it, dude. I'm not on the same page, man. I haven't looked up stuff in a while.
Oh, I can get that Tuesday.
Gotta get me into Home Assistant for all that stuff. Is Home Assistant? Which one's Home Assistant? It's literally called Home Assistant. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen this. Hold on. I'm on their website. Wait, can this control like multiple apps? Or do you have to have like their own stuff?
No.
I don't know either. Or you know, chat. Maybe I do need to get into it. Dang. Alright. I do like some weird stuff, you know? Integrations to a lot of services. Ah. Multiple apps, okay. So can I set it up when my Wise Cam sees something, it makes my Philips bulbs flash? Yes, let's go! When a rabbit runs through my front yard, it's gonna look like a raven here. Oh man. Well, and then see, like, you know, with me getting a bunch of the Govee stuff too, it's like, yeah, you kind of want to like go to Govee, you know? Because I got a bunch of the, so it's like, my recommendation would be just stick with one brand. Well, that's Home. This Home Assistant, I don't think is Google, right, guys? Is it? I don't know. Google Home is a thing. I think I have that app on. That's how. What do I use that for? I don't know what I use that for. It's just called Home. I have it. I don't know why I have it. I honestly don't know. Oh, I have some like bulbs. Oh, because I have Google Homes. I have 2 of the hockey pucks. That's probably why I have that. Okay, it's set up to control the lights in my living room. I do know that. Yeah. Show up running on the Christmas tree. Yes. It's not Google, but can talk to Google. Okay. All right. I'm learning so much. This will be my deep dive. I've been looking for something to watch on YouTube. Maybe Home Assistant's my deep dive that I have to do later. Check your internet. Interesting. Interesting. Gotcha. Gotcha. It sounds cool. I mean, I don't know. I like a lot of that tech stuff, you know? I really do. Just saying, it's fun.
Yay. I got my first, my version of a hockey puck.
What?
Is that I got my version of a hockey puck.
Oh, really?
The HomePod is what Apple calls it.
Oh, an Apple.
Yeah. Basically just uses Siri.
Gotcha.
Then
energy monitoring and oh man, can it talk to my EcoFlow? Home Assistant.
or what?
What is that? Chat, I'm learning so much. Home Assistant green. What the heck? It's a little, is that like a little Raspberry Pi? What is that? Okay. Interesting. Ready, set, go. Huh. Okay. So you have to have that to do I don't even know. I'm gonna have to watch videos about this later. They have Raspberry Pi. Oh. Interesting. Huh. That's cool. I'll have to watch some videos on it later. Sounds interesting. I wonder if it could control my air conditioning too. I think the air conditioning already has the thing like if I want it to turn on when I'm like within so many miles of home, it can do that. And I was like, absolutely not. You don't need to know my position. Thank you. I did not let it know. It's like, no, you don't need to know where I'm at. Thank you. Yeah, you don't need to know that. But all right. Oh, okay. I might need 3 of the greens then. Mad Weasel, I got you. Because you said if you're good at running. And I was like, not at all. Not at all. All right. No subscriptions for anything. Well, that's nice. That is nice. Oh, Trent, I forgot to tell you the guy on the zero turn drove down the street Monday.
In the winter time?
He was going to, like, his yard looks really good right now. He mowed it the other day. Looks great. No leaves. Like, it's fantastic.
Can you mow your yard in the winter?
I mean, I haven't, but he did. Yeah, it looks great. Home lab. Yeah, I got a couple brothers that are into that. My brothers, 2 of my brothers and my brother-in-law do that. Like, I guess they Home Lab and like, what's that thing called? Plex servers. They're all about their Plex servers. To be honest, I don't know if everybody's like this. I'm only talking about like my brothers and my brother-in-law. They are obnoxious about their Plex servers. Okay? They don't shut up about their Plex servers. It would be like me talking about my Christmas lights or my air conditioning. Yeah. Okay. Or the Alice Chalmer Model B transmission. But they don't shut up about it. It's like, guys, I get it. You have a server. Shut up. It's so annoying. Anyway, that's my rant. Thanks for being here, chat.
Thank God I am not going up to watch the playoff game Sunday for the Bears.
Oh, nice.
It's supposed to be wind chills to
Oh, yeah,
zero to negative 10.
Nice.
It's Sunday afternoon, with the air temps for a high maybe in the 10 to 15 degree range, and the winds are supposed to be gusting up to 20 to 30.
That should be a good game to watch.
And I guess the Rams aren't like good
the cold
when playing in the cold because I guess they are 1-15.
Oh wow. You like your Plex server but rarely talk about it. Thank you. Do you think homelessness thing can do stuff with Plex? For the record, I'm only ragging on two of my brothers and well, mostly my brothers. Not my brother-in-law. Like he'll talk about it, but my brothers, they, especially the one. I think that's like the coolest thing he has going on in his life. Probably it's the brother I don't like, chat. Obviously, in case you can't tell. But like, speaking of him, I got a story. Okay, chat, you ready for this story time? A while back, like a couple months ago, apparently, so he's got a generator that lives at his house. It's Dad's generator. It's the smallest of the generators that Dad owns. Dad has 3, okay? And it's the small one. It's a little 3,500 watt, but it's a good little generator, right? And it's lived over at Brother's house for actually quite a few years. Snow, what's going on, man? It's lived over there for quite a while, and it's one of those things, you know, he actually loses power quite a bit at his house. His neighborhood sucks. And, so no big deal. Keep a generator there. It makes sense, right? My thing is maintaining a generator is important because when you need a generator, you want to walk to it and pull the rope and you want it to start. And so meaning Dad and I have been very adamant that, you know, ethanol free gas needs to stay in generators and whatnot, right? So he tells us the other day, or he told Dad a while back, like early December maybe, that he got the generator out and it wouldn't run off choke. And I'm like, okay. No, I'm good, man. Just chilling. So Dad took it to the farm and didn't mess with it. Well, yesterday we decided to mess with it. So I actually ran an ethanol test on the gas. And you basically take a bottle, like a beer bottle, or I had a water bottle. It doesn't matter how much you measure, but you have to do it in a certain way here. You take 1 unit of measurement, whatever you're using, of water, and then 3 units of measurement of gas. First, you put the water in your bottle and you mark the bottle with a Sharpie. And then you put your gas in there and you shake the hell out of it. And then you let it sit for 5 minutes. And if there's ethanol in the gas, then it'll separate into the water. Surprisingly, there was no ethanol in the gas. I was shocked. I would have bet my bank account on it, you know? Just knowing who is in charge of that generator. And, so I'm like, okay, fine, there's no ethanol in there, that's good. We fire it up. The thing ran like it was brand new. It has not sounded that good in 15 years. because we've been keeping ethanol-free gas in it, you know, for, I don't know, 8 or 9 years now. And runs great. We fired up a couple heaters. We ran about 3,000 watts of electric heat off of it yesterday, and it ran great for, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes. And we shut it down. Ran great the whole time. But brother claims it wouldn't run off of, it had to be half choke the whole time. We're like, dude, you're smoking crack or something. Like, what is wrong with you? If that ran bad to him, I'd hate to hear what an actual bad running generator sounded like then, you know? Like, it ran so good. But anyway, it was kind of funny. Dad and I are looking at each other like, what is wrong with him? But yeah. The best fuel is LP. You know, Plugger, I don't have any generators that can run on that. I kind of wish I did, though, honestly. Because, yeah, you can sit forever. Like, propane can literally sit forever. But yeah, I don't have any generators that run on that. All of our generators are, like, second-hand, old... two of the three Dad got in, they were repair jobs that nobody ever picked up. And so finally he just paid the parts off and brought them home. So yeah. Get conversions. That would be nice. That would definitely be nice. Yeah. Honestly, the ethanol-free gas has solved any problems that we were having. Ethanol-free gas, and then maybe once in a blue moon. We still put, like, stabilizer in, too. Which, whatever. And then once in a blue moon, you put a little, if you're having issues, you put a little mechanic in a bottle. It's like a fuel additive you can throw in. It's supposed to help clean carburetors and stuff. That stuff works pretty good, actually. But since we started using ethanol-free gas, we don't have any issues anymore. They run great, actually. We've got the big generator here. I forget what it is. 10,000, 12,000? I forget what it is. It's for what we use it for. It's good size. And it's got electric start. It's bougie. But you barely hit the button for the electric start and it'll fire right up. Of course, it's only had ethanol-free gas in it in like 10 years. So it's pretty great. Pretty great. That runs by the time they hit the end of the drive. Nice, Jeff. I mean, that big one that we had, like, it did need, once upon a time, it needed a lot of work. It needed a carburetor and all kinds of stuff, but the guy just never came back and picked it up. It's like, dude, that's a several $1,000 generator. Like, they didn't pay the $300 repair bill. Okay. Whatever. We've gotten all kinds of stuff over the years from people just not picking it up from when Dad used to work the lawn and garden shop. Trimmers and blowers, chainsaws, air compressor. We have an air compressor sitting in the front of the garage. It's a little guy, but it does the job. Generators, snow blowers. We had 2 snow blowers that came from people not picking them up. I know there's been some lawnmowers. Shoot, that one old Power King tractor that we used to have at the farm that my brother mows his grass with every week, all summer now. That was the same deal. Nobody picked it up. Finally, we just said, hey, it's ours. And that's just like the stuff that Dad took over the years, not to mention like the owners of the company. They used to, the stuff that people didn't pick up, they would fix it up and sell it. Because why not? You know, they sold all kinds of stuff over the years that people just never picked up. It was unreal, the stuff they used to sell. Actually, when they had an auction when they closed up, They were still selling stuff that people never picked up. There was a whole skid steer, a legit skid steer. I mean, it was kind of an off-brand kind of piece of junk, but legit skid steer that they just didn't pick up. Supposedly it ran. I don't know. I never heard it run, but I think it had a final drive issue that was going to cost a lot, but still, it's a skid steer. Like, just to never pick it back up. You could haul the thing to a scrapyard and get a few dollars for it. You know, if it's junk, that's fine, but, or part it out, sell the parts. Find somebody on Marketplace. Somebody on Marketplace would buy it. No, they just left it. Okay. Yeah, it's unreal the stuff that they used to get that people would just never pick back up. It was crazy. And like, you know, heaters and even some like pneumatic tools and stuff people would bring in to fix up. Just never come back for it. So, okay. You're going to pay like a deposit. Never come back for it. And I'm even talking like they would call the people. Eventually they would send like certified letters to the people. Nah. Crazy. CBM, what's going on, man? How you doing today? How was work? Old Cub you fixed up when you rented a farmhouse? Nice. None of those were like that, Sean, no. No, not tractors. Well, that blue one Power King was, but we didn't. I don't think we paid anything for that thing. We just took it. I mean, anything Dad took over the years, let me be clear. He did ask his boss, and his boss didn't care. Let's be clear. His boss said take it. So, I want to be clear about that. You have the next 3 days off? Let's go. Now, like, I know on the big generator, his boss did say, okay, you can have it, but you got to pay for the parts that we put in it. But he didn't charge him for the labor. And the mechanic got paid, so. Yeah, Dad's boss was, as much of kind of an idiot as Dad's boss was over the years, because he was really dumb on a lot of things, he was pretty good to Dad over the years, you know, as far as, like, helping him out and taking care of stuff. And, you know, I can't tell you how many welding projects that man did for us over the years. Never wanted a dime for him, you know. No, never wanted a dime. No, I had a oh, what was it? On my Gravely walk behind that I had a stator go out or something in it. And it required ripping that engine all apart. And the mechanic guy did it on company time, and like he got paid for it. I never got charged nothing. Boss man didn't care. He was fine with it. So yeah, all kinds of stuff like that over there. So he was pretty good to us, actually. Well, shoot, I can't even tell you how many years Dad drove a company vehicle. Dad never even paid for his own gas for years. Now, granted, Dad was doing some, like, running around after work, you know, delivering lawnmowers, picking up parts, deliver parts, whatever. Shoot, it was probably at least 20 years. Dad never paid for gasoline for himself at all. We'd go to the farm, whatever, nobody cared. Yep, swipe the company card. Now, if we were doing a bunch of driving in the company vehicle for, like, us, Dad would put some, you know, some gas in it, but otherwise, nah, it was... yeah, at least 20 years. So, yeah. I got you looking at Marketplace. No, don't do it. It's a trap. It's a trap. Oh, man, don't do it. I don't look at Marketplace anymore, but Tony sends me, Tony will send me links once in a while of things he thinks I need to buy. It's like, no, I don't need to buy that. Opens the internet on said phone right now. I'm not going to Marketplace though, I promise. I keep looking the those consignment sales that we talk about, the big auctions. They're having one at the end of February, and there's a tractor listed on there that I would be interested to see at auction. I don't know if we're going to said auction yet. It'll be on a Saturday, so I don't know if we'll actually go to it. We didn't go to the last two of them, I don't think, or last one. But end of February could be kind of nasty weather-wise, like it was last year. It was real nasty last year when we went to that one, so. Ain't got enough room anymore. My problem with auctions is I don't want to pay what the stuff is auctioning for. That's my problem. I see like a 1930s or 40s, you know, John Deere, decent paint, okay tires. And I'm like, yeah, I'd spend $1,000 on that. Need to buy a house. Yeah. You know what you get a hoarder after all is shelving. So you need a house so you can put more shelving up, probably. Yeah. Or more space to. Yeah. But yeah, it's like, oh, that tractor will go for $1,000. I could see that. And then they auction it off and it's like 3,200. And here's like, what? Who's paying this prices for this stuff? Like, most of that stuff at that auction goes super high. Maybe I'm just cheap. I don't know. But like, it's crazy. Somehow you became a hoarder. Oh, dang. Well, it happens. It happens. Or like, we were looking at, I really want a box blade. Okay. I would settle with a 3-point hitch box blade, but I really want one of those tow behind box blades. But if we buy a box blade, we could probably make it into a tow behind box blade, you know? And they had a couple nice ones or decent ones at that auction, the last one we went to. And I was letting Tony bid because he was having fun with it. And so I told Tony my price. Some of those, that one went for like double what I was wanting to spend on it. And then you look it up on the internet, and for like $400 more, you can buy a brand new one. And it's like, what are you doing? Auction's going way too high. Yeah. Need to get out around smaller auctions, smaller communities. Yeah. I think part of the problem is a lot of the people that go to this auction, they're not buying it for themselves. A lot of these guys are buying and selling on Marketplace. So, you know, they're just going to crank the price up even more. And it's like, y'all are crazy. What's poppin'? Welcome in. How's it going? Although I did hear apparently like the little Chinese excavators and little Chinese skid steers, apparently they're the market has really flattened out on those, which is kind of funny. Flip it for money. Yeah, but I'm going to the auction to buy something to keep, to use at the farm. And it's like, I can't compete with these guys that are going to, you know, hold on to it for a while and flip it on Marketplace. I can't compete with that. And it's really unfortunate, to be honest. We talked to one guy up there, actually, when we went to a preview day. And he was telling us that when it's auction day, he's there, his wife's there, and I think he had a kid, like a teenage kid that was there, and they were all three bidding on stuff for him to sell on Marketplace. And it's like, I can't compete with that. I don't want to compete with that either, because they're going to beat me, and I'll be disappointed, you know? Because again, I'm trying to buy it to use it and not resell it, you know? And I'm just not willing to pay what they're willing to pay for it, basically. So I just don't end up with the tractor or the box blade or the whatever, you name it. my theory is, I'm like, well, I guess I didn't really need that. So it's fine. But that, yeah, literally that one, there was a box blade from like a farm supply type store, had the sticker right on it. And for just a couple $100 more, you could have bought a brand new one with a brand new cutting edge. And it's like, what are you guys doing? Like, y'all realize what you just did? Hey, y'all are dumb. So anyway, that's my hot take of the day. People at auctions overspend like crazy. You're welcome, internet. All right, that sprayer's empty, and I got that little bit of a field to do, so just go grab this sprayer instead. Because why not? This one's almost done, so might as well just go. Or, you know, you get these John Deere gators. There's always this one. I swear it's the same gator every time. At this particular auction we go to, I swear it's the same one. And the thing goes for stupid money. It doesn't run. The roll cage looks like it's been rolled. The seats are destroyed. It's like, what are you all doing? Why are you buying this? It's crazy. But yeah. How much are they really making? Exactly, Jeff. Yeah. I don't know. Well, there's definitely a lot of my checkbook is bigger than your checkbook. 1,000% at auctions, yes. And it's really annoying too, because, you know, I'm just a guy trying to buy a box blade to use on my mile-long gravel driveway. I don't need to prove how big my checkbook is, you know? Like, it's crazy. Well, I know a guy. I've actually purchased with the guy we bought our plow from. Nice guy. But he knows Alice Chalmers stuff. Like, he really knows his Alice Chalmers stuff. So if he sees something Alice Chalmers, usually he knows what it is. And he knows what it's worth according to the internet, right? So the one auction we were at, there was a whole bunch of stuff, consignment sale. And there was a hitch laying there, and they said it was off of, I think they said it was off of WD. But we were talking at the time, and he's like, no, it's off a B, an Alice B. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't need it. I have a hitch. And he proceeded to run that thing up. And he's like, oh, yeah, I can sell it for this on the internet. So that's what it should be at the auction. And proceeded to run this guy up. And then, of course, he let the other guy win. And he walked away laughing. And it's like, did you really need to run that guy up on that? No, that's just, I know that's just the auction culture, but it's like, come on, man. You actually were not interested at all in buying it. You know, he was just interested in running the other guy up because that's what you could sell it for on the internet. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a lot of, it's honestly like dudes that want to prove how much money they have and how toxic they can be. Like that's literally auctions. And it's not just dudes, it's everybody. But it's very, very kind of annoying. Like Dad and I, we enjoy going to them. Like it's fun to go to them. But at the same time, it's like, yeah. Especially if the weather's bad, like if it's super cold or super hot, it's like, there's other things I can do with my time. I don't need to go suffer in, you know, cold weather, and I'm good. You know, especially on a Saturday, it's like, I'd rather play Farm Sim. To be honest. Now, if it's a farm auction, that's different. I'm going to it. If there's any farm auctions, we go. Those are always a good time. But the same stuff happens there too. So